Alright, so I think last month I made a video about Disney possibly buying the rights to Fox, 20th Century Fox, and I'm split on it because I think Disney's intention is to buy everything that Fox owns, well, besides their sports and news department, but I think they want to buy their TV shows and their movies. And I'm not okay with that. I don't want Fox to be a forgotten company. I don't know. I feel like if we don't, if in the next 2 years, I feel like if Disney has already bought Fox, I feel like we won't get the Fox logo anymore. Which, I mean, I think we will actually. Never mind, because as for Lucasfilm, they don't show the Disney logo. They show the Lucasfilm logo for Star Wars and the Marvel logo for Marvel movies. But I mean, I don't know. That's besides the point. I don't want them owning the rights to everything Fox. I think Fox needs to keep its rights with them. But if they want to sell them to a better company that has balls to obtain such properties like Alien, Predator, Commando, Speed, movies like that. Give them to like Universal or something. Now, Universal would love to have those properties, and possibly if Universal does buy that part of Fox and Disney just buys the Fox Marvel characters like X-Men and Fantastic Four, hopefully they do that, and we could see them in an Avengers movie or some MCU type movie in the future. But I don't want Disney to buy the entirety of Fox. I think if Fox wants to sell their company, sell it to someone that is able to obtain such properties. I'm not saying that Disney is afraid to make an R-rated movie. I know Feige was like, if we do get the rights to, I'm paraphrasing, I'm not sure if it was Feige, but I think Feige was, I don't know, I feel like Feige would be the kind of person that's like, alright, we make family-friendly superhero movies, but we know that Deadpool and Logan did really well at the box office due to their R rating. So we are not gonna. I feel like that he's not gonna temper with that. I feel like if he's gonna do an R-rated movie, I feel like he'd give it to. I feel like Disney wouldn't be producing it; it'd be their sister company, Touchstone, which isn't afraid to put the F-bomb in a movie. If you've seen Bridge of Spies, they said the F word twice, and that's PG-13. But so yeah, I feel like if Disney doesn't feel comfortable with R-rated comic book movies, just have Touchstone do those movies. Touchstone can make them R if they want to, and Disney could just stick with their Marvel heroes. They're like, I mean, if they want to have them cross over into the MCU, I mean, saying that the MCU and Touchstone, or Disney and Touchstone, they're still together. I mean, maybe they could have Deadpool and the Wolverine cross over into the MCU and interact with the characters and be, well, not vulgar, but they could still be like breaking Deadpool could still be breaking the fourth wall and making semi-inappropriate jokes. I mean, if you've seen Spider-Man: Homecoming, they reference porn in that movie, so I don't think Disney is above that right now, above making a porn joke or sex joke or anything like that. So yeah, but I don't want Disney to own all of Fox. I want Fox to sell, if they are looking to sell their entire company, sell it to a company that's not afraid to make an R-rated movie or just not R-rated movies, but just willing to take a risk with their property, and maybe not, well, not like a risk, but I feel like if they were to sell it to a company like Universal, Universal could make a crossover, maybe have some of the characters from the Fox jump into their theme parks. Like, we could have like a Predator ride or an Alien ride, or I would love to see a Speed ride at Universal. Then maybe we could get a crossover movie someday. Maybe like Predator crossover with King Kong. I'm talking about the Peter Jackson King Kong. Probably will never happen, so let's think realistically. What about Predator versus Jaw? No, it's retarded. Schindler's List versus Sound of Music. That's an interesting crossover. Or how about like Alien? No. Alien versus The Thing. We could have that. Could be like a really cool mix of sci-fi horror to bloody, gory sci-fi films of the 80s. Well, Aliens, what came out in the 80s, and or maybe The Fly meets the Fly meets the Thing. I don't know. But I don't know. I want Disney to own Fox's Marvel characters. I don't want them to own the entirety of Fox. Like, I know I sound like a broken record, but I don't want them owning everything that Fox owns. I mean, if Disney owns Fox, that means they own Family Guy. That means they own The Simpsons. That means they own American Dad, Futurama, 24, and then they also own a humongous amount of their movies, like Avatar, Speed, like I said, The Fly, the Alien franchise, their Predator franchise, the AVP movies. They will own The Sound of Music. They will own MASH. They will own the Planet of the Apes movies. They will own Edward Scissorhand, Mrs. Doubtfire, Home Alone, the Diary of Wimpy Kid movies, the Ice Age movies, or anything Blue Sky, I guess. I guess anything that, well, no. I was going to say anything that DreamWorks Animation Fox did back in the 2013 to now. I guess anything that Mel Brooks put out with Fox, High Anxiety, Silent Movie, The History of the World Part 1, Robin Hood, Men in Tights. They'll own Entrapment with Sean Connery and Rising Sun with Sean Connery. Well, not really a big loss. Mr. and Mrs. Smith, Jumper. This is a lot of movies that Fox is giving to Disney, and I don't think that's a good move. Give them to a different company. Give Disney your Marvel characters, and if you want to sell your company, give it to like Paramount or fucking Universal or anything that's not Disney. I don't want the character. I don't want Ripley to be a Disney character. I don't want Dutch to be a Disney character. I don't want the Xenomorph a Disney character. I don't want Seth Brundle to be a Disney character. I don't want any of these characters to be a Disney character. They should just stick with Fox. Fox shouldn't even be selling their company. They should keep it. I mean, they're taking risks right now with their characters. I mean, New Mutants looks like it's gonna be like a hard R horror movie. That's interesting take. And then I think they're working on a few other X-Men movies that could possibly get an R rating, or I don't know, but I'm not comfortable with Fox wanting to sell their film and TV rights to Disney, a company like Disney. Disney owns enough. They need, Disney is looking to buy all that for $160 billion. I mean, that's more than they bought Lucasfilm. And Lucasfilm, well, that was back in like 2012, and they've accumulated a lot of money since then because they made a lot of box office hits in the past 5 years to obtain that amount of money and try and purchase a company like Fox. But I'm not comfortable with Disney owning all of Fox properties. I'm just not comfortable with that. The A-Team is another one. Night and Day with Tom Cruise and Cameron Diaz. True Lies, The Abyss. I mean, the only good thing that could come out from Disney owning the rights to Fox movies is that we will finally get a proper release of the original Star Wars trilogy on Blu-ray, the original fucking cut, and not the special edition that George Lucas likes to tamper with every couple of years. Well, he can't do it no more, but he did that. He tampered with it in 97, 2004 or 5, and then recently in 2010 or 11 or whenever the Blu-ray box set came out. So yeah, he's tampered with that series at least 4 different times. So if Disney owns the right to those owns the right to Fox, they could at least be nice enough and release a proper release of the original trilogy in their theatrical form. They were presented in 1977, 1980, 1983, but in HD quality, of course, the Blu-ray, and that would be fantastic. That should literally be their first thing. All right, we own Fox now. Let's re-release the original Star Wars trilogy to Blu-ray. Let's release the original theatrical cuts of those movies to Blu-ray, and yeah, that should be the first thing. It shouldn't be like thing number 20 for them. That should be their first, or 20, 30, 57. It should be the first priorities to release those if they do by Fox. I'm just not comfortable. I don't want them to own Fox, but I've seen a YouTube video where someone like mixed the Fox fanfare and the logo and the Disney logo together, and it actually sounds pretty fucking cool. It's like a mix of the music from the Disney logo and the music from the Fox logo, and just like fused into one, and it's pretty fucking cool to hear. So if you haven't heard that, look it up on YouTube. It's a fucking cool logo thing, and it's like 20th century Foxney or something like that, or I don't know. Yeah. What do you guys think of this? Do you want Disney to own all of Fox? Do you not want them to own all of Fox? Do you think they should sell? Do you think Fox should sell to a different company but give Disney their Marvel characters? What do you guys think?